And welcome back to the Angry Teacher channel. I'm Rich Williams, the Angry Teacher. If it's your first time here, thank you for coming by. Check out all the videos on the playlist and even those linked in the description below, and just see what we're all about. And I would love if you became a part of the family. If you've been here before, you know you're a part of the family. You know I love you to death. Continue to subscribe, continue to watch and like, and get this video out to people who need it and who want to see it and who just want to chill with the Angry Teacher. All right, so in any case, I haven't done one of these in a long time, and I think I'm kind of not too far off the date. So I'm doing the Q1 income report. People have been looking for it. I've been trying to get it out to you, and today is that day. All right, so let's get started. For those of you who don't know, for TPT sellers, we have for every 3 months we have we call it a quarter, like most businesses, and it takes us throughout the year. So Q1, the report that I'm giving you right now is incorporates the months of January, February, and March. So there are 5 categories. It was 6 at some point, but I don't know what happened to the other one. But there are 5 categories that we're going to be going over, and it's for each month. So it's going to be a little bit lengthy, but just bear with me. At the end of all this, I'm going to give you my 3 takeaways and a couple of things that I've noticed. So stick around. It'll be fun. All right, let's get started. All right. In January, a unit sold last year were 188. This year it's only 141. Yes, I went down by 25% for the amount of things that I sold in January. Hey, views last year 3,376. This year 1,836. Went down 46%. Now the good thing about TPT's new dashboard that tells you the percentages that you're up or down is that you know if you're up or down. But the bad thing about the new dashboard that tells you if you're up and down is the fact that it tells you that you're up or down. So 46 is a lot. It looks really bad, as opposed to not knowing it before I have to calculate it. So I would ignore it. Now I actually see how bad it is. Anyway, I can use it for my betterment. So let's keep going. Conversion rates last January were it was 5.6%. This year, it's 7.7%. My conversion rates went up 38%. I am so excited. That means that people are, when they click on my resources, they're buying it this time, as opposed to, I guess, previous years. They would just click on it, yeah, that looks nice or whatever, and never buy it. This year, they did. $50 days, that's my thing. I love when I see the spike of $50 up. Not that I don't love the spike otherwise. One day, I think I've mentioned it before, I've had people, there's some no purchase days, no sales. And then there are days when, like one year, I think it was last year or the year before, I sold one item. I made $1.45. Seriously? But anyway, I love the $50 days. It kind of gives me a handle of what kind of bundles, what kind of things I sell at that rate to sell that much, you know, on that day. With that said, last year I had 9 $50 days. This year I had 9 $50 days. So, you know, I guess depending on what the income is, the earnings, it depends on what I sold, because I had the same number of $50 days now. Here's the earnings, the part that I'm waiting for. January of last year, I made $13.58. This year, I made $10.46. So I was down 23%. It hurts now that I'm in double digits deficits, but hey, that's where we are. Things are different this year. Let's keep going. February of 2024, I sold 146 units. This year, I sold 110 units, so I was down 25%. Views. Last year, I had 2670 or 2,670. This year, I had 1732. down 35%. Now, I'm concerned a lot of people aren't looking at my store or looking at my resources. However, once again, like January, last year's conversion rates was 5.5%. This year it's 6.4%. I was up 16%. So, like I've surmised, once they click on my resources, they buy it. So they know what they want. They go there, they get it, they like it, they buy it. Previous years, they were just looking and I guess not buying because I don't think I've had so consistent conversion rates in the positive. But hey, whatever. $50 days. Last year I had 8 of those. This year I had 4. A 50% drop of $50 days in February. Normally that's the greatest month. Well, one of the best months for a lot of people. And I think for me, normally it was. So this year it was just off. And my earnings for last year were $10.68. This year, $6.62. Yes, it sounds horrible. I was down 38%. Getting worried, guys. Getting worried. The last month of the quarter, March. Good old March. You know, the month of testing, the month of teachers doing all of this, getting back after spring break, or is it for, you know what? I think this is the month of spring break. So do I even want to look at these in America we have spring break during month. Very few go into April, but it's usually March. So that's when a lot of teachers could care less about what's going on in the classroom, much less in the building. So they don't buy a lot or they don't buy much. However, the flip side is that they're getting ready for testing, and you know, whatever standardized test is thrown at us. Also, people are looking for resources for after spring break. So hopefully this helps. Let's see. Units sold last March, 133. Units sold this March were 115. I was down 14%. So it's a lot better than the previous months, but down is down, right? Views. Last year, 2,734 views. This year, 1,628. So once again, I was down 40%. Less people are looking. But, oh my God. The conversion rates, those are tripping me out. I'm hoping they're accurate. TPT has been trying a lot of new stuff and it might be throwing me off. But I hope they're accurate because guess what, guys? Last year I was 4.8%. This year I was 7%. I was up 45% in my conversion rates. And you know, I kind of noticed it on the app when people look. I'd have the number of views as low views. However, I'm making sales daily. So that was a good thing. That's been a good thing all quarter, and I just want to keep that up. My conversion rates, it's finally getting out there that people are recognizing. For the most part, when they go to the Angry Teacher store, they pick something up when they leave. All right, before they leave. All right, $50 days. Last year I had 5 of those. This year I only had 3. Yes, the entire month of March I only had 3 $50 days. So you see what's going on. Now, once again, there's some days I'm trying to be as honest as possible. So there's some days that I would get to like $47 or 49, but I'm not considering them a part of it because it is not 50. Okay, I'm trying to be as transparent and as honest as possible. Lastly, my earnings. Last year, March, quarter 1, I made 858. This year, I made 630. So I was down 27%. Overall, I was down $946, and it hurts that I'm supposed to be on an upward trajectory because, you know, that's why I'm doing this, you know. However, the economy sucks. The attacks on education, you know, people can't teach what they used to, or they don't have funds to buy what they used to, or do whatever the reasons are. Things have changed. This year has been a chronic mess. With that said, I am grateful for what I have for quarter 1. Hopefully quarter 2 does a lot better for me and improves my outlook on my TPT store. All right, so anyway, takeaways. No, before the takeaways, there's something I found interesting about the traffic, right? So direct sales, direct means, I'm assuming it's deliberate. I'm assuming it's directly from TPT, obviously, as the name implies. So that's where the bulk comes from. Yay. Then there's non-TPT that drives a lot of my sales too. What does that mean? I am not sure what non-TPT sales means because they separate it from Google and all the other stuff. So, hey. TPT emails. Now, TPT has been sending stuff out and it's been helping because a lot of my traffic comes from there. Not a whopping number, but enough that I could recognize it compared to the rest of the list. What I'm so amazed by as well, my website, theangryteacher.com. Hey, check it out. Subscribe down below, guys. It's in the description and help me out. But with that said, I'm just amazed at my blogs that I'm trying to get established. People are clicking over and clicking from there to the store and checking everything out. I'm grateful for that because for a while it was a dud. It was just sitting there, but now we're getting there. Maybe I'm trying to work with SEO and try to figure that out, and it's finally paying off, and I'm hoping that's one of the reasons. But I'm just hoping people are just finding enjoyment from the blog. What I found interesting about traffic this quarter, and it is continuously blowing my mind because I need your help. I don't know what it means. If you know what this means, tell me down in the comments. What the heck does chatgpt.com mean? Why am I getting traffic from there? How does that, maybe I don't even know how to use ChatGPT correctly, or I'm not paying attention to certain parts of it, or I don't know, but why am I getting sales or traffic? Maybe it's the views from it, or maybe I'm making sales from it, from ChatGPT. That's a thing. Anyway, please let me know what that means, guys. Drop it in the comments, and I'll be eternally grateful. In any case, you're here for the takeaways. So the takeaways are for quarter one. I have to adjust my pricing. I mean, do I have to? I don't know if I have to, but I want to. Some things I want to adjust, and I'm not very expensive anyway, but it's a new economy. I know people we're all suffering, and if I want to still help teachers and still help students and still get my resources out to teachers and out to students, I want to make it a little bit more amenable for them to do so. So I'm probably going to start adjusting some of my pricing. Now, one thing I wanted to ask at the last webinar, and I forgot that there was a webinar, so I forgot to pose the question, whatever. How can we reduce the pricing, or adjust the pricing rather, either up or down, of an entire category, or more than just one thing at a time? Because I have a whole lot of resources, and I'll be darned if I'm going to sit there and go through one at a time. There's got to be a bulk way to do price adjustment. That's another thing. If you do know, please drop it in the comments so I can be enlightened, please. Thank you. All right, so that's one. Adjusting prices for the new economy that we're in. Until things get better, that's where we are. All right. I need to fix up some of my old work and this is something that you guys can do too as we go into the summer. We're at the second quarter and we're going into the summer months and a lot more holidays and testing, so it's a lot less sales for our stores for most people, especially in high school. I'm going to start fixing things, or when someone makes a purchase and I realize, oh wow, I haven't seen that resource in a while, so let me go and adjust and fix and tweak and whatever, so they have something nice when they open it up. I'm going to start doing that. This is also a time I'm going to be paying attention to my passion projects. Like I just did a resource for 11th graders for college prep. Check it out in my store. And things that I've always wanted to do, but it takes forever, or it's been sitting have done for a while. I'm going to try to work on them and try to get it fixed. So that's where I'm at. And number 3, I am going to still be encouraged, and I project that onto you as well. Don't give up yet. Okay, businesses have slumps and up and downs. We're not at the point yet that we have to close down or whatever. At least I'm not. So I'm going to keep trying, going to keep striving until things turn around. I do believe a lot in our lives life in general, away from your actual life. But and it depends on what you believe spiritually. But I believe everything is cyclical. At some point, wherever we are now in the economy, wherever we are now in our journey, wherever we are now in education, it's going to come right back around and we'll start flourishing again. So I'm hoping that we will get to the point where TPT starts going back to the days when I used to make some bread, man. I used to be excited every month. I used to do income reports like monthly, I believe. Now I'm doing it every 3 months. And, not complaining, but things are a little bit different. Do you agree? Anyway, drop that down in the comments. Let me know. That's where we are. That's what my quarter one was like. Thanks for swinging by the Angry Teacher. And let me know if there's a type of video you want me to talk about, because I am going to try to do better with my videos and get them out to you as soon as I can. As we go into the summer months, I'm going to be tweaking stuff and working on more blogs for my website, more emails. Join the email list, by the way. Subscribe, please. Thank you. Yes, this is Angry Teacher begging, and no qualms about it. Not embarrassed. I need the subscribers, and yeah, that's where we are. So, as always, I love you guys. See you in the next video.